Hey everybody, oh god, it's so good. Hey everybody, my name is AceFangirl. I don't even want to talk over it. You don't know how long I was sitting here just listening to this damn song. My name is AceFangirl and welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. I am angry. I've been angered. But last time, we dealt with the aftermath of the bomb thing. Nagito was like, hi, I'm waiting for you in the warehouse. And we were like, alright, let's go to the warehouse. And then it was on fire, which it was crazy. We tried to put out the fire. That didn't really work. The sprinklers put out the fire, and then we went into the back, and Nagito's dead. Like, real dead. Like, it's cruel how much he's dead. Like, it's wild. And I, honestly, am so excited to figure out who did this. Because it's gonna tell me who the traitor is, obviously. I think the traitor was the one that had to have done this. That would make sense. But, let's get started. Let's make this work. Oh, I'm sorry. I am. I did, as much as I said I hated you, I wish I remembered when Mikoto's birthday was. He's only 33 inches around in the chest, really. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Of course it was! Well then how Well, the only one that doesn't have an alibi for that time would be Sonia. Not only is there a spear stabbed into his stomach, really, I didn't notice, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Someone's kinky, maybe? Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. Someone was really mad, I think. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed. Huh? Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file? Again, but what's wrong with it? What is it? What's wrong? Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. Yeah, okay, I was just making sure that was right. I just put my hands in the air. What?
Yep.
It's definitely weird. I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation's for. Can we team up, please? Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be. We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first.
See?
If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. Good point. Well, I guess you're right. Then let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. I wonder... Nope, I'm not gonna... Nope. I'm trying not to think too far ahead this time. Thanks to that, I could properly investigate Nagito's body. Haha. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. I did. I did every single chapter. You probably didn't expect to end up like this either. I mean, I don't know. Alright, let's... Oh, the red things are the fire grenades. Okay. Look like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. Those are plastic? How the hell did they break then? This is probably... Yes, I remember throwing the fire grenades. I'm not an idiot. They sounded like glass though, so I'm a little bit confused. Those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Well, we tried. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. God, this song is so good. I am low-key obsessed. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence isn't really all that strange. Yeah, I agree. What do we got here, though? This looks a little bit odd. Monokuma's dead! There's blood coming out of his stomach! Yes, kill him! Hey. No response. He's dead, Jim. Aw, poor Monokuma. Just kidding, I'm not dead. Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal, too. Don't put oversized garbage there, it's so misleading.
What the heck?
What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? I don't know, maybe. Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Yeah, that is weird. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something? It's kind of what I was thinking. I mean, I don't think
What are you saying?
I had nothing to do with that. Huh?
You're so
He's
evil.
probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there. Whoa, Monami.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monami, but you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know? I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end.
I can't lose.
I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma. Okay, you do that. Oh, yes! It starts over! Hell yeah! I'm so excited about this song. Looks like those annoyances are gone. Was I this excited about Box 16? I feel like I was. If this wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? You can't see me dancing. Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito? It's really hard to be sad when this dope music is playing. I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Yeah, me neither, but it exists, therefore we must write it down. Yes, it's so good. Okay, what else do we got? We've got... Wait, what is that? What is this? Those are fire grenades. Lighter. Oh, well. Guys, hold on. I think I found what set the fire. This is... It's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here, then who would have lit it?
Just kidding.
Oh my god, the Monokumas fell on it. That's why they were all facing the same way. Oh my god, I'm a genius. God, I'm so smart. An oil lighter, someone probably wanted to keep warm. What the Sonia?
Bring it on.
It's the most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire. I don't get you.
Well,
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them. Yeah, so someone knocked over those Oh my god, we knocked over the Monokumas. They were stacked in front of the door. But then... Yeah, that makes no sense. Well, it makes sense. So, I know I'm jumping really far ahead again, and I'm sorry, but it means that the Monokumas were stacked against the door, and when we opened the door, they fell over, lit the oil thing on fire, and then that lit the curtain on fire. But the problem is, who would have been able to set all that up? It had to have been someone inside the room. And we're going to assume, probably correctly, that Nagito's already dead by that time. So who the hell did it? Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it? Yes, absolutely.
you are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. They caused a fire to destroy evidence. That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but it would have been really hard to do. There's no other exit. We've established that. Okay, let's talk to everyone first, and then we'll look at the body. I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? This rotten school trip's gonna end, right? We can finally go back home. Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey,
What do you mean something?
shut up!
He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that?
Damn it!
I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Then don't bring up strange stuff like that. Okay, no need to be rude. Oops. Yeah, there we go. I want to talk to Akane. She's in the corner. It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikon's. But it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter?
So,
The time. Looks like the time doesn't matter. I mean, I think the time could matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma. Oh, never mind. Okay, sorry. I mean, I thought you meant just like, it didn't matter. The time of death was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's
time.
12:30. So it also has a clock function. And that means Nagato died 30 minutes ago. It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill. Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? Well, probably. You're right, those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon.
alright!
Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's too easy. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare.
Alright!
Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bomb is suspicious.
Huh?
Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's why we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Alright, let's do Kazuichi and Sonia first, and then we'll save Chiaki. What? One of us killed Nagito in such a cool way. It's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh. Yeah, okay, thank you. That was super useful. What about you, darling? How are you?
So just as
Only everyone could go home. Nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish the class trial, then we can think about what will happen after. Yeah. Okay, what about you, Chiaki? What? She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah, about that sprinkler. That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
Well,
You can see a girder right next to it, right? There.
see?
Oh, there's blood on it. Can you see that red streak? Huh? Yeah. You're right, I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder.
Perhaps.
Is that blood? Blood? The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line. That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's for yet, but good to know, good to know. Let's deal with this. Never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No, now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. Oh god, it's a lot to look at, honestly. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. Okay, well, there's a lot. Feet. Definitely the feet. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito, they also stabbed his legs? How would they have gotten him in this position? Well, he clearly has a hand free, but that's where the knife is. Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge toward him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture?
Huh?
I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? He did say something about torture earlier, I'm just throwing that out there. If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? Probably. If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so.
Hi, whoa, you were really close to the camera for a second. Well, even if this was a torture, there's no doubt the killer must have held a deep grudge toward Nagito.
Damn it!
Refusing to let him die easily, I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? I don't know. Torture wounds, good, love it, love that. Can't look at the stick. Alright, let's check, let's do his left hand. There's a cut in his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere. Hate that.
Super
Something
difficult.
strange. Strange, what?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood was from when, is from when his left arm was sliced, but doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it's splattered? No, that doesn't make any sense. It's around, there's an imprint. Well, that would explain the blood in his palm, but there's something else that's strange. When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand.
Well,
Oh, there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger. You're right, why is it only on this part?
see?
See, it's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win. Was that a competition? Yeah, sure, you win. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? Haven't figured that out yet. Not sure. Let's do burnt rope. Oh, well, probably because it got super close to the fire. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like the tip of that rope burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? But that's weird. If the rope is burned off like this, why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? That is weird, isn't it? Burnt rope has been added. Can I look at... Yeah, I was gonna say, can I look at the knife? The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Ugh. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? This knife, it must be from the military base. Military base? Now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well?
By the way, it seems the wound on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife. Which means after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand. Oh, they stabbed the knife through his right hand?
It cannot be.
And then they finished him off with a spear.
How cruel.
Indeed. Then does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using 2 weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? I don't know. A reason they had to use the spear, huh? Alright, let's do face. I'm saving the spear for last. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splatter all over it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him. Got a minute. Sorry, excuse me. Shaki moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. She just cut it open. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off of his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be
It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey.
Putting the tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed. Blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case. It's no use. She's not listening.
Hey.
Hey, about the blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape. What's wrong with that?
Well?
This duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking towards the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is there something we really need to worry about? Everything is something you really need to worry about. I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Now put it back. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it. Yeah. Alright. And we got this bad boy. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply in Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see. You use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not. This is the Spear of Gungnir, right? You definitely just came up with that now.
Hey!
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle. What? Nezumi Castle?
What the
I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you mice! Damn you all to hell! Oh, yes! It's back! I see, even he doesn't know what's inside the castle. Oh, so that's why he doesn't know the password, because he never could figure it out. Like, he never could get in. More importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle, it looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nezumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. I would agree. We're gonna call it the Spear of Gungnir. I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Jeez, I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me and one of my peers is the killer responsible. And I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone to the trouble of tying him with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So, what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside this warehouse first. Okay. Let's leave here, I guess? Ah, good. Hello, everyone. I'm glad that we're all together here. Okay. I'm just debating if I'm gonna split that into its own section just because that feels like a big deal. I actually want to look at everything that I got from that because there was kind of a lot. So I'm gonna do that and then we'll end it off. So we have this, yeah, great. Spear stab in his stomach, multiple stab wounds, laceration on his left arm, blah blah blah, got it. Both Nagito's legs were tied with rope and each rope was tied to nearby pillars which prevented him from moving. His thighs were covered with lots of stab wounds. How did they manage to get him is my question. Was burned off. His right sleeve still looked clean. I'm not sure what the deal with that is. Survival knife, knife from the military base. Yeah, blood was, this I don't know either. Could he have been holding something? Like, I don't know though. I don't know what he would have. The splatter cuts off in the middle of his palm. Back of his left hand has an unnatural blood stain that's only above the middle joints of his fingers. That's the other thing that confuses me. I'm not sure what that's about. Covered with duct tape, so definitely he was tied up before and covered, mouth covered before. And then spear. I feel like this might match up with this somehow. I'm not 100% sure how. But maybe that's a thing. And then this, I'm not sure about this at all. And I'm assuming we're gonna be able to put this together once we investigate. Because, like, look. They're all, damn it, they're all lined up here. This is like a giant, what are those machines called where you like set one thing in motion and then it sets like 5 bajillion other things in motion? Like, it was that, basically. But how could someone have set that up? That's the part that I don't understand yet. I guess we're gonna find out in the next one when we investigate this, and then we'll see where it takes us next. Oh boy, there's gonna be a lot here. I'm excited. I'm kind of digging this though. Because I legitimately have no idea what's going on. Oh well, maybe we'll find out something important next time. Either way, I'll see you then. Bye!